Stay tuned, my warriors, and welcome back to the episode of RogueTech as we get into the campaigns of Howl's, Harrows, and last time, well, the enemy managed to do a pinpoint choke with an Inferno round, which is now in our control, and I do not know when I'm going to find the time to actually mount it onto a mech, because the mechie generally doesn't take a whole heck of a lot of damage, but we're going to have to plan for that later. In any event, we're going to take a mission today that we don't normally take, and that's to defend the base. Why? I wanted to throw in a little bit of variety for you guys, just because we know that this season is ending soon as we move on to 1.8 RogueTech, which is going to come out, and you can't see it because I don't use the webcam for these soon. So because of that, I kind of want to dip into a few other mission types. There will be a defend base, probably an ambush convoy at some point soon, just so we can sort of look around. I may even, force myself to do target acquisition, but that says maybe. So we're going to be doing a defend base, 4 of 17 priority salvage, 553,200 C-bills, even though we took this one for maximum salvage, 4.5 skulls, working for Tortuga, which is quite nice because there's a chance for bundles, although like last time they totally screwed us. I don't know like how that comes out, like how do they determine whether or not something is going to be bundled or not? So apparently one of our lances was hit on the way in, so we are going to be escorted by additional friendly mechs, which is not as good as turrets, I'm going to be completely honest. In fact, I'm not seeing, well, we have a hardened communications bunker. Hopefully he won't hit anybody. We have, oh goodness, there is a Mackie, a quick draw off over here. They've got some sort of truck, a carrier with LRM-20s, okay. And we have a Victor, an Atlas, a Stalker, and a Stalker. Holy crap, even with the low armor values, these are not messed. That's a Rack 20 on a Victor. Oh, it's a Pirate Rack 20, but still, jeez. So that's an amount of firepower that I wasn't quite expecting today. The Mackie is probably a base version Mackie. The Mackie normally has an ERPPC, or no, just a normal PPC and an AC5 and 2 medium lasers. I thought it was just the PPC and the AC5. In any event, I'm going to be laying down a little bit of fire, I think. Although maybe I should just wait. These guys are moving at 15. These guys are moving at 12. Oh, that's going to suck. Maybe I should just, yeah, we're going to just start laying down a little bit of fire. We're going to utilize our thumper artillery and just bombard the crap out of this carrier. Hopefully we can kill it. It's actually probably going to be the most dangerous target to all of these guys as they attempt to get away. So without further ado, indirect fire artillery. Actually, no. Duh, first things first. Sensor lock. No, that doesn't work because my sensors are minimum range. Without further ado, right, we'll get into this eventually. Fire the shell. High explosive mortar. Not able to do a whole heck of a lot of damage, but we really weren't expecting it to. So I'm going to... I'm going to get shot at a lot is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move the Thanatos over here. It may actually eat a little bit of fire, which would not be the worst thing in the world. I did not take the time last time to swap out for the swarms, which I meant to do, because that would be an absolute perfect circumstance right now to be utilizing said swarm missiles. I'm going to reserve with Coach. There's nothing he can do right now. He has no area of effect munitions at the moment. He will eventually, like I said, going to be putting swarm missiles in him. Improved swarm is quite nice. Hydra, even better when trying to pop out vehicles. Because what Improved Swarm does, if you mix that in, is it basically just hits around the location, which makes it resistant to AMS and also really good at hunting for crits. So I quite like it.
Yes, Commander.
Good. The Vulture is going to be set up right here. Now the Vulture cannot multi-target. Well, can he multi-target? He totally can. He can't. I have no idea how the rules work on first turn. Not gonna lie. So what we're gonna do is we're going to lay down an Inferno shell. We're gonna lay it down right here on top of him. We'll give it an Inferno and a standard type. That way we get a most amount of damage. Hopefully we won't hit this Stalker too bad. No weapon can fire. Am I just not facing? Oh, I'm not facing in the right direction. This explains everything. I now understand. Okay, so now we'll shift over to the side. Now we can multi-target because there's multiple things to target. I'm going to target the quick draw, try and keep the range a little bit further. And I'm just going to lay Infernos down on both. Make sure that we switch over to both of them and let it rip. Missed, hit behind, but hey, that's actually really good. So we got some fire going down there. Fire going down there, and that's an armor penetration right there. Ooh, is that an open turret? Because if so, I might be able to follow up with that with a sniper artillery piece. We don't know. We don't have the sensor data for it just yet, although we may get it back. So one of the reasons I normally don't like doing defend base missions is because the first time I did a defend base mission in this version of RogueTech, it put us into a helicopter factory, and the helicopter factory basically lagged to high heaven, so I do tend to avoid them somewhat. These two are direct fire weapon units. They need to wait until the enemy starts to move to get any shot at all. We got a trooper, which is like a flea. Firing 2 small weapons, missed by 6 and 69%. Nice. So, yeah, he's not going to be able to do anything. Phase 19, we got our Victor on the... Wait a second, Victor? That's not a victor. That's a centurion. Wait, what? Show me. Okay, apparently they got a sensor lock. As soon as it comes to my turn, I need to look at that because that's not a victor. And see, that is the power of Swarm. Right there was the power of Swarm. Hit us all over the place. Didn't have a line of sight. Yeah, that's a centurion. What? VTRDK. I have no idea what I'm looking at, but that is not a victor. It's a centurion. So, apparently the victor is actually a centurion, but his weight certainly gives him enough tonnage to be a victor, because the victor is normally an SRM 4, I think, an AC-20 and 2 medium lasers. So he's got the tonnage for it. It's just, yeah, that's weird. Showboat also not able to really do anything, but then again, Showboat really doesn't need to do anything for this round until the enemy actually shows up in close. She's kind of just an additional AMS turret. So we'll rush her off over here, see what else we can poke out. Apparently we managed to detect something on sensors. Don't know what it was. Doesn't really matter either. Someone. Maybe they'll show up in the next turn. That tends to happen a lot on first turn. First turn combat tends to be a little bit rough because you're not quite sure what the heck's going on. Everybody doesn't really have a sensor lock on anything. And unless you've got massive weight of fire, you're probably not going to do anything anyway. Although if you do have massive weight of fire, you can kill really big mechs in the first round. And that actually turns out to be a really good thing to try and do whenever possible. All right, Coach, you still don't think you have much to do, unfortunately. I mean, you could go after the victor, which is mine, so reserve.
Roger that.
We're going to duck down. Here comes one of the stalkers. It is a 3F, which is a pretty normal inner sphere version of the stalker. The 3F and the 3H are the ones that I can think of. They have large lasers and lots of missiles. So they're quite nice once they can actually get into the combat. So once they actually touch base, they will be really solid as fire support, as long as they can actually see what they're shooting at. Which, you know, never a guarantee. What was our last one here? It was an Atlas, right? This is 7D. Second Stalker, another 3F on the roll. So they're going to be getting into cover. Looks like AMS coverage has now been extended to them. And somebody's packing a thermal bolt carrier. Jeez, that was a lot of thermo. Yeah, it's a heavy TPM carrier. So that's a primary target. The Mackie literally on the opposite end of the map, which is, you know, rather hilarious to me, actually. So what you're going to do is you're basically just going to turn in place because the enemy hasn't spawned yet, and you're not getting over there anytime soon. So I think I'm going to just keep up the pressure onto our little friend over there. High explosive indirect. Because he's already got an open torso location. So that looks like it did a lot of damage, which is wonderful. Did not kill the LRM 20 carrier though, because that's what I really wanted. 60 LRMs, not something you want to deal with. The TBM carrier, on the other hand, is much more dangerous. We'll probably get the twin guided. Oh goodness, that's a long tom.
That hit hard.
So
I can't take much more of this.
yeah, that's got to die, and that's got to die pretty much immediately. Unfortunately, they hit the base, causing untold destruction and damage, but they didn't actually open the gate. That does both amuse and irritate me. That long tom must die. There's no way to get around it. That long tom needs to die. That TBM carrier needs to die. The alarm carrier a little less so. Less vehementance in the amount of death the alarm carrier needs to take. It has now become the low man on the totem pole. But I'm going to very much hope that you're in visual range so that you can run up and jump on the long tom, because that's an amount of firepower we can't afford to have on the field. As you can see, it can flatten the base all. Oh, there's two long toms. And there goes the gate. So we've got two long toms. So less than ideal. We are losing a significant amount of our pressure over here. Yeah, we're down to half health on our military buildings. They're down to 75. So we've got to put some pressure on that long tom, and quick. It has to die, and it has to die with just a massive amount of firepower. On the bright side, there's going to be long toms on the loot table for us to steal. On the downside, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to actually, see them. Oh, never mind. You've actually opened yourself up. Sprint at maximum speed. We have direct line of sight. Not quite within good range for our medium lasers, but that's okay. I'm going to warlord this because any chance is a good chance at this point. Okay, you did get a good hit. You didn't quite kill it, but that's bits and pieces. That's how we work. But yeah, long toms. Hopefully they don't have 3. If they have 4, then this is a lost measure. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we fighting Comstar? That's a level 2 right there. There's 6 units. I mean, I don't know if levels contain alternate unit types. I'm not exactly up to date on Comstar unit formations, although I probably should be given the MechWarrior 5 campaign. But that seems like an awful lot of firepower. Yeah, you need to get on the run, on the move immediately, because we can't afford not to. I really, really wish that I had taken the time to put the improved swarm on here.
I got you.
Because he probably has an open location. Oh yes, he absolutely does. The accuracy is absolute garbage because I don't think I have a target. Target move +2. Lay down the size of lock. Let's see if we can't reduce that movement bonus. Oh no, the sensors are not working because we're turn 1. Forgot. Fire all the MMLs anyway. Hey, lucky crit.
One more.
Okay, Long Tom dead. There's another Long Tom and a TBM carrier which also must die. And the Marauder is just the solution for that. It's actually not, but we're going to give it our best try. So zip on over here. Oh, that's actually really good accuracy considering it's turn 1. Give it to me. Fly everything you've got.
Let's do this. Try aiming next time. See what you get.
Yeah, you really should. What the hell, man? Causing all kinds of problems for me. Now I gotta deal with all this, but it is turn 2. Everybody's sensors are now back online, so we actually get to fight. And that means I've identified more targets. What have I identified? There's an Atlas, an Anubis, and a Jägermech. There's something underneath the Jägermech's feet. What is that? Oh, it's a Thumper. Jeez, they were not kidding. Don't care about the Trooper. I do care about you, and I would like to have you dead. Can I punch through? Theoretically, yes. What's your current negatives on this? Target effects, sprinted, medium range, no visual. So he didn't move last turn. Right. The Jägermech is irritating. The Thumper Artillery and the Long Tom are devastating, though. And that TBM carrier does need to be annihilated at some point soon. We're going to actually go integrated laser AMS to overload, and I'm going to flood him with missiles. Oh, I love the clicky effect on that one. That was actually quite nice. I mean, it was sound glitching out, but it was pretty cool. Okay, enemy turn. Please don't be a Long Tom. It's the Trooper. Don't really care what the Trooper does right now. The Trooper can do whatever Troopers do. Which is flaming a Stalker. Okay, I can see how that would be something you would consider to be important. I would disagree, but only because I have half a brain. Right, I don't have multi-target on this mech, but I do have the ability to utterly annihilate the... well, not the Thumper. I was actually expecting I would have a direct line of sight with you with my missiles, and I do. Okay, so there is that. Do I have that Thumper in missile range? Because if I do, I want to nail that. It's not in missile range. Shape charge would probably hurt it, though, rather significantly. Am I getting distracted by you? Yes. Yes, I am. Give me the Long Tom. Long Toms have low armor and a potential for a penetration on this one. 70%. Make it rock. Did you miss? Did you hit? I think he missed. Managed to miss 70%. That was kind of important for you to hit. We need the artillery dead. Like, there's no... If worse comes to worse, I'm going to throw everything I've got at the Long Tom. The Thumper is a secondary, but everything gets thrown at the Long Tom. Because if that doesn't die, then we do. So I intend to flame this entire area, and maybe that one as well.
Waiting for orders.
Shibot, you in range for anybody? Is this a sight problem or a range problem? Potentially both, but right now it's a range problem. Mask to on, we're going to push it. We have to push it. We've got a Thumper Artillery currently staring down a base that I have to keep 4 buildings alive. Yeah, we got to push it. We got to push it hard. Because that's the only way we're actually going to get a successful mission on this one. As it calculates just how fast an Axeman can run while being powered by a Mimer acceleration signal circuitry. Do I say that too much? Possibly. But the mask is incredibly effective at picking up your speed, and I am desperately hoping that I just put you into Long Tom range. Because if we did, then that's going to simplify the problem rather significantly. Are you done calculating? You're not done calculating. We're still thinking about it. The smoke effects are a little bit much for you. So, still thinking. There we go. My sprint range. I am theoretically in range of a couple of things. Oh, but I can't see them, damn it. Right. But being unable to see them means I cannot strike them. That's so many levels of pain and suck. Because What I'm about to do to this is I'm going to cluster it every which way to Sunday. I really hate having to use that for that, but it's the only real solution I've got at the moment. Can shoot the Anubis in the back. Sure, why not? Shoot at him. Probably shouldn't have done that. I'm about to take a whole lot of heat. And here comes the not a victor. Please tell me you got within the zone. Or is it going to be turn 3 before you actually turn around and fight? I am going to need you to support me. Because, you know, they've got a lot of mechs. Okay, that was not good. Somebody got an accurate shell. But luckily for us, it wasn't too much. Marauder, hi. You've incredibly disappointed me so far, so please don't do it again. Congratulations, you've incredibly disappointed me again. But maybe I've set him up as a target, which may not be the worst thing in the world. Alright, Finn.
Yes, Commander.
It's time for the Mackie to lay down some packy. Don't quite know what that meant, but you know what, I'm going to keep with it. Shellfire goes right here. Do me a favor, try not to hit everybody too much. Well, everybody meaning most of the enemy.
Locking on target. Losing lots of armor.
That's good to hear, because that means that you're doing well. Brace it up, because you can't do anything anyway. I mean, I could start moving him around to try and get large lasers onto target, but he's not very good at it. His whole design is this artillery piece, and we intend to use it as best as we possibly can. Oh, look! It looks like the LRM carrier walked right into the fire and died. I'm quite happy about this set of circumstances that has now arisen. But I need a line of sight. Preferably on a long tom. We're not going to get it. That's incredibly disappointing. What do you see? That's not important. To be fair, neither is this. It's a Mackie.
Copy that.
But we gotta get the guns a-running. Do you hear the guns? Do they run? Let's lock them up. And lock them out. Solid numbers of hits. Howl.
Standing by.
Yeah, you have one and only target, and I don't care about the fact that there is an artillery strike that has been called right on top of his location. You're gonna go for it. You're gonna go for it now. Because again, the long tom is the only thing that matters right now. 46 armor. Thank you. Thank you for being on top of this. So that opens up more options as to what I can flame. You're going to shoot a Howl. Oh no, you're going to shoot the Stalker. Luckily for me, I have point defenses in the area that shot down your TBMs.
Ready to get it
Alright,
on.
Jester. Yeah, it's multi-target time. I said multi-target time. I know I clicked the other one, but what I mean is that and that. Let it rip.
Splitting fire.
Why? Because it all needs to burn. How badly damaged are you now? I can't tell. That's alright. We'll figure it out in post. Stay in cover as best as you can. I mean, I know the building isn't exactly going to survive much incoming fire, but we'll do what we can. Did you get... No, you're behind the Atlas. Well, now you're in front of the Atlas, but... Ooh, baby. Axeman tanking fire. Mostly by avoiding getting hit by it, but she's feeling a bit panicked, which is not good. Why are you panicked? Oh god, don't bail out of the mech. That mech is actually really solid and fully capable of killing that Atlas in one swing. So if you bail out of the mech, I will probably throw you out of the airlock. Atlas coming on forward. They're still not involved in the combat. We are just lighting all of these hills on fire. I saw that coming. I actually didn't, but now I do.
We lost one of
Oh, you... You wasteless sack. You absolute, utter incompetent piece of human waste. Good.
Yep.
Alright. Let's go kill somebody to make me feel better. That's how this works. We do have incoming support on the next turn. I would like to see that thumper in the back, if at all possible, preferably with actual weapons, instead of my indirect fire crap, which, let's be fair, it is crap. So, I will kill somebody. I could kill the Mackie. What's the Mackie at? 2 medium... It's an AC-10 and a BPC, not a 5. I was thinking the Banshee, clearly. Could kill you. I absolutely can kill you. I can probably kill you. I mean, you've got, you know, Devil's Tongue, but... You have an XL engine? No. No, you do not. Makes you a little bit tougher. In any event, get on in there.
Moving to full throttle.
I don't care. Switch over to my heavy hitting weapons. The hybrid carrier is probably the best target. So let's hit him with a whole bunch of acid. Why do I have negatives for actually hitting? I have no visual. I can see the man. It's probably a nighttime mission. Either that or they're accounting for the smoke, which is entirely possible. Lay that down on the TBM LRM carrier. Target him. Everything you want.
Here we go.
I don't really care. There we go. Penetration. That's what I wanted.
Critical hit.
And you're cooking, but your coolant system is now kicked on. I have to hope that I can see this no, never mind. The person who was supposed to deal with that is now bailed out of the cockpit. She is absolutely in my shit list now. 100%. I am just absolutely livid that such an incompetent pilot is currently on my payroll. I had only recently upgraded her. She's 8s across the board, I believe.
Order.
But no. Incompetent fool. Right. Let's go kill somebody. I think I said that already. But it's only because I really want to kill somebody. What do you got? Pretty open up top. I might be able to take advantage of that. You as well. Yeah, give it an indirect shaped charge. If you miss, I will send you on vacation and you will not enjoy it.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Good job. Good job.
On my way.
Alright, what do you got? 8 turns remaining. 4 buildings must survive, which, you know, less than ideal. If I can keep the entire thing intact, that'd be even better, but who knows. We got the T-beam carrier, which is quite dangerous and is about to get hit by more arrows than he quite knows what to shake his stick at. Allied phase, are you going to turn on the thing? No, you're all going to just bunch up your stalkers, because the Victor is the one in front and the Victor needs a little bit more time. He's not actually a Victor. We shouldn't be giving him that qualification because he's not a Victor. I think I'm running out of spiked helmets. It's not the first time that they have bailed out of that mech for no bloody reason. The mech was fully intact. I have no idea why she instantly went to panic. Like, she hadn't been under fire. The mech was still pretty much fully armored, hadn't even been fully cooked. It only just had reached above heat threshold and some unsteadiness, and yet they bail out. Yet when I go to town on one of these guys, they will tank 2 to 3 turns of being lit on 240 heat. I'm griping, I know, but you know what? I'm waiting for them to actually do something. If you don't stop... what am I saying? Of course I'm going to kill you. You didn't think that you were getting out of this one alive, did you? Who was the one who fired the gun? I actually have no idea. I don't really care either. What do I see? Well, I see an Atlas. Wish I can get to the back. I can get to the back of you. I can absolutely annihilate you. Alright, let's see if we can't move and see someone even more dangerous. Are you actually behind the ridge? Holy crap, you're actually not a bloody moron. This is unprecedented and insane. The vigilance or to wait for the increase in firepower. Where is that thumper? There he is. How are you hiding? You're not, are you? You are. Holy crap. How are you hiding? Explain this to me. Explain it to me and as I would understand. There's basically one position that I can see the thumper from. How beat up is he? Oh, he's not doing great, but he sure as heck isn't dead. Alright, let's kill this Atlas. I don't want to have to deal with him and it'll make everybody else feel better. Although, also tempting to try and kill you. We won't though, we'll be intelligent about this. Fire everything.
Everything you've got.
He's not dead. Thank God the Victor's in location. Now we have the turrets. And the rest of the assault mechs will now start to fight. Which is helpful. Okay, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to click on the Atlas to see what it has. Well, more or less see what its armor values are currently at. If I can still have that kind of sensor reach. We do. We didn't punch through a 96 armor with 2 Gauss rifles. I didn't know any better. I said you were losing your touch. More multi-target shenanigans. You need to die, and you need to die, and guess what? That's right. It's Inferno, baby.
Roger that.
I think you're close enough to be causing damage to each other. There we go. Thumper's out, TBM carrier's out. And this, darling, is why you do not abandon the mech what I put you in. You will ride these mechs to a fiery doom lest I give you a primitive cockpit. Which I'm tempted to do now. Primitive cockpits you can't eject from. So if I put a primitive cockpit in her, I don't have to worry about that. I lose some amount of damage because I don't have a spiked helmet, and it's actually like 15%. So it's pretty big. Yes, come back and fight, Stalker. Thank you. Okay, you did a little bit of damage. I was hoping that it would crit just to spite me. It did not. Finn. More ultra long range fire support, as is the way of the sniper. I mean, like literally. But also figuratively. But more importantly, shape charge. Okay, you're not dead. This is, of course, not ideal.
I'm under heavy fire.
You're doing fine and feel good about it. The Marauder. The Marauder has the biggest hole-punchy capabilities in the entire company. Well, maybe not, but... makes me feel better to say things like that. Hi, what you got? You've got a hit on a Mackie. You've got a possible kill on a quick draw. You got a really nice shot on a Jaeger. You're going to take that one. Like I said, you had a really nice shot on a Jaeger mech. See, Paradox is steadily becoming more and more one of my more favorite pirates in the company. Now that I've said that, would you please prove to me that you can be even better? Now the problem is that your target is, well, standing right now. Oh, never mind. Kill the quick draw. I was worried about the fact that we had the catapult right there. But apparently I need not worry. Mackie is retreating. I think he recognizes we get a bonus if we kill all of these guys. The hybrid team carrier may be a little bit rough, but I think that the catapult's in position to support on that one. So, kill him. Start killing the Atlas. Really, I want to kill all these people, but in the start of the next phase, enemy reinforcements are actually going to show up. And if they're more artillery, then we're just done for. I'm so pissed off about this. But I don't even know if you deserve to be my company anymore if you're going to do that. Nice. Oh, kill him, kill him, kill him. Not quite. Okay, so the turrets are now cooking me. But that's kind of okay, I don't care. Please kill it, please kill it, please kill it. Good crit? No. Let's just split fire everything. Thank you, turrets, for being powerful. Yeah, here they come.
Looks like enemy reinforcements.
Off to the south, it would appear. I take this one for salvage. I probably should have taken it for cash. Because let's be honest, I'm not bothering to keep any of these guys alive. Although there are going to be a lot of people left. Well, like weapons left. If you're in the market for TBM-10s, I mean, they're all there. But yeah, lighting my lights on fire. Not exactly the best way to make friends. Alright, let's go kill a Mackie. Or I could really hurt an Atlas. And you also do need to die. Can hit that. No, we're gonna kill the Mackie. Shape charge. Set it to direct fire. That way if we miss, it's just like a normal cannon. And he's dead. Mackie down. I've already got a Mackie, I don't need a second. A little disappointed the trooper survived. I mean, I wasn't expecting him to die, I just had these brief hopes and moments of dreams. Right. You're gonna come right on in here. You're gonna make him hurt in ways that he didn't even realize were possible. Are you gonna cook? You better bloody believe it. Of course you missed.
I'm generating a lot of heat, Commander.
You missed with a gas rifle. Had you not missed with that gas rifle, I would be a lot more sympathetic. But you missed, so I have little sympathy at this moment in time.
Double time. Let's
Hi. This will actually get my temperature fully under control. My accuracy is not exactly what you might call amazing. But how much health do you have there? You have 111. What happens if I offensive push this? 73 is more than good enough for what I want done to you.
Copy that.
Ba-boom.
Enemy eliminated.
Oh, he had a heat bank. I was hoping to actually just core him out, but apparently you wiped out the entire mech. I'm not complaining, I'm just noting. Okay, the Anubis zipping around and back. We do need to kill it at some point. The Vulture. The King of Death. High explosive death, to be precise. Do you just have that shot? Is that any good? No, it's not. Oh, similarly, none of these are very good. Obviously, we're not using an Inferno on this one. Oh, that's 71. That's Warlord it up. Let's see if I can't knock out the one guy who's running away.
With all weapons.
Nice.
Target eliminated.
Alright. Part of the Vanguard is now dead. Which is very good to hear. I'm gonna hope they can kill a trooper. I mean, if not, if the Marauder comes up, I will murder the trooper, but I'm gonna hope they can do it on their own. We got 2 more units from the Vanguard to finally finish off, and then we can turn to face whatever else is coming towards us. Okay, please tell me you can kill like a 15-ton mech. Okay, it's a start. I'll give you credit for that.
Yes, Commander.
Mockingbird, do you see anything? Oh, you see the trooper. Do you see anything further away from you? Because I would love to get your gun on target. Where was the direct? I saw a direct. There's the direct. Holy crap, and that's a really good shot too.
Full throttle.
Hi, I don't think you have much health left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the gun at a rate of 3. Because that's a nice safe rate to fire it, and it allows us to chill out. Alrighty, just got to kill the trooper, and we've destroyed the Pirate Vanguard.
Standing by.
Right. While you're standing by, give him some room. Y'all gotta move.
Roger that.
Please don't hit the Warhammer. It hit the leg, traveled up the whole thing, and wiped it out. Alright, Pirate Vanguard eliminated. So now if they want to see anything, they gotta get here. That's good. That's really good. Showboat. You can't see me, but I'm just absolutely livid at Showboat right now. This is the second time she's bailed out. The first time I will give her an okay for having bailed out. I understand. It makes a level of sense. But this was stupid. She was fully under control and things were fine. And she decided to run.
Commander.
Like a coward. Alright, you're going to start utilizing your advanced sensor systems
Locking in coordinates.
to hopefully locate the enemy. The Mackie can stand on his own if he needs to. He is a very powerful mech in his own way. I think he needs a sensor system. Although all I really need, what I can really do to the Mackie, because there's a lot of tonnage in him, is just put in a special engine. Because the Mackie normally comes with a primitive engine, but the primitive engines, as you might have guessed, kinda suck. And so we put in a standard fusion engine, which is a lootable part in this game, which fixed that for the most part. Okay, so they may still be right there. We believe they're somewhere down there. So that gave him a lot of tonnage compared to a normal Mackie. It's one of the reasons why we crammed in so much gear, and we could cram in even more if we wanted. Now, we still have the light engines and the extra light engines, and if you wanted to go crazy, the double XL, and I think there's a triple XL engine, if you wanted to go absolutely nuts. I wouldn't if I were you, but you could do it. And so there's actually a lot of weight open on that Mackie that we're just not making use of. It would cost a lot of money to use it. But, I mean, if we wanted to, we could make that Mackie into probably a twin sniper, quad ER large laser behemoth, if we wanted to. Which we might at some point. And I do need to get the Inferno shells for him, because that'll make him just all the more dangerous to vehicles. Yeah, technically you can also use Inferno shells to, you know, take care of enemy mechs that you're trying to capture, but the real thing is the fact that you can just schwack vehicles without too much trouble. I don't think we lost anything too... I hope we didn't lose anything too important in knocking out that cockpit.
Roger. Double time.
We don't have a sensor system on the mech anyway, because the spiked helmet removes the cockpit and the sensors. So there is that. And then what else?
Affirmative.
It already lost its Bloodsport fire control system, so that's not a thing. Because, you know, she bailed out of the mech. And again, I kind of understand the first attempt at bailing out, but still. Okay, you're not a victor, but I appreciate your enthusiasm for victors. So, let's see what you're going to do. Atlas 7D. Lots of firepower there. I mean, it's entirely possible that he could... That lance actually probably could have handled most of it if it weren't for the artillery. That artillery really had him kind of pushed back. Our artillery was better, but that long tom, man, that team's so close to wiping out the whole base. I mean, one more round of shooting from those two long toms and this entire base is gone. There's a reason why I'm pushing out, because I think I'm in a corner. I am right. So the reason why I'm pushing out on this one is because I think if I can intercept them far enough from the base, I won't have to worry about, you know, long toms flattening the base. Because you kind of want to keep it more or less intact wherever possible. Thanatos. I believe you have a fairly decent sensor range. Yeah, your sensor range reaches pretty far. I'm just a little bit surprised you haven't detected anything yet. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Jester is now a 10-10-10-10 pilot. So he's managed to hit the 40 level. So he is fully leveled up. He can do whatever it is he wants. It's an Ostrock. That's a not terrible 60 tonner. I mean, Ostrocks are good. And so that means he's got 12 gunnery right now, which he's always had 12 gunnery, but he's got all of the sprinting bonuses as well, which is pretty funny to me, actually. You're actually going to run. Now, why am I running the Vulturon in? That's why I'm running the Vulturon in. We got an awesome, a Marauder, and a Catapult 2. So, I mean, honestly, you're all really good shots. Let's give him a little bit of both.
Firing all weapons.
There we go. Getting things started on the right foot. Yes, you guys now have a target, and I have given a target to them. I have no doubt that you're going to eat a lot of fire. But that's kind of the plan, let's be honest with ourselves. Howl has a bit of a trip. Howl's also been dented quite a bit. Not a huge amount, but that right torso could use a little bit of love. So we're going to have to keep that in mind as we attempt to engage the next unit. We got a Juggy. Okay. That's pretty cool. I'd love to steal the Juggy. The Juggernaut, I believe, is a Solaris mech. 2 ballistic, 2 energy, and a Cowl. Unless we're like really lucky and the mech already has almost killed his head. Alright, Finn in Lemaki. Oh my god, Finn has a direct line of sight.
I copy.
Behold the Mackie. I unfortunately don't have the shot in direct fire mode, which would be obviously ideal. So what's your problem here? Target move +2, target terrain, no visual, ECM shield. Let's see if I can get cut down on some of those by giving him yield sensor lock, and he's just in range for it too.
Got a lock.
We now have detailed information. It does look like he's a fairly solid awesome, and he took that hit on the right torso. So that's pretty bold. 61% on the high explosive network could change its shape charge and let it rip. And we got in close with that shell too. So the awesome, feeling the burn. Stalkers moving forward. Do have range to fire at the Ostrock. They better hope that they've got some form of heat. I do want to steal the Juggernaut. That's going to take a little effort because we've only got 5 turns to do it in. So when you've only got 5 turns to do it in, you gotta do it fast. So how do I get into... That'll work. Gonna bring the Marauder right on top of him. May not be the best idea, but this Marauder hits like a truck. I love the twin ER large laser Gauss combo. Although if I'm honest, I'd probably have more effect if I just went all heavy large laser. So if I can get 2 more, I might just eschew the Gauss rifle, pull that thing off. That'll put me down to 6 tons additional tonnage. Throw that into nothing but heat-sinks. Okay, Vulture gonna take a little bit of counterfire. Some of it's getting in. Ooh, acid. That's painful. Do we know who did it? Oh, it's a Catapult 3. Not a 2. Great. Alright, Rackhammer, get down here. You're going to be needed, trust me. We've got a lot of things to break. Also, I could use, you know, additional heavy metal. Hetzer LRM, not super worried about it. It's a Hetzer. It's got not great armor. It's an LRM 20. We can handle it without too much trouble. Counterfire on the Ostrock. Getting a whole bunch of hits on it. Counterfire the Marauder. It's got an AMS. And back to the top. Oh no, enemy gets to move top. As long as you don't have artillery, I'm reasonably fine with it. R9014. It's okay, I'll light you on fire. It'll be great. We'll have a good time with it. After I finish, shelling the crap out of the southern group. Our artillery hits like a truck because we needed to. Okay, run over here. And the reason why it's not showing a target on anything is because we are in direct fire mode. Because we had the opportunity to use it and we took it. That's her. And heavy rocket carrier. Yeah, that needs to die. Shame charge, rock and roll. Good hit. Has a penetration already. A little bit more pressure onto it and we'll kill it. Catapult rolling on it. Not doing anything. Good to hear. Catapult Mach 3. Yeah, you're a few turns away. I don't even know if I'll be able to get there in time to start the cooking process. If I do, I'm not going to have many turns left to do the cook. So we may just want to try and wipe him out and go for the total kill. It kind of sucks considering we asked for all the salvage on this one and it is 4 of 17. But if it's the more ideal option, it's probably worth it. Okay, Ostrak taking a little bit more shelling.
Yes, Commander.
Paradoxus Marauder probably doesn't see anything. Probably can't see anything. Oh, never mind. Absolutely can see things. Lovely. We'll keep things a little bit limited.
Let's move.
We'll take a peek. Hi. Attack barrage. That'll be a way to get things started. AP Gauss rifle battery and large improved heavy lasers. Oh my. Yeah, I wasn't planning on that. I didn't realize the Juggernaut was actually going to be dangerous. I thought it was a Solaris 7 thing. So let's make sure that we hit him as best as we can.
Roger. Splitting fire.
3 triple hit on the Ostrak. Good job. And then shelling coming down at everybody. Hi, Victor. You going to get involved in this fight? You going to be here? You going to do something?
Commander.
Gauss Wolf. Need to keep in mind you are in a little bit of a dented piece. So the AP Gauss is not super dangerous with, I don't think, because it is the smaller of the Gausses. But on the other hand of that, give me the awesome. Your target on it. Yeah, she's given the full guide. We missed with one, hit with the other, which is not good, but we will start to shoot and fade. Pull on back. Make them have to come to us. Come further into our range. Probably a little bit more Inferno needs to be dealt to him soon. Stalker, milling about. Not really doing much, but the Ostrak is going to get a little bit more pleasure. So he's got to be getting low on armor.
Ready for orders.
Mackie. Do you have just a shot again? Because I'd really appreciate just a shot. Yeah, that awesome. You're going to let it rip once more. Oh, that was a beautiful set of lasers.
Location confirmed.
Radical Cool and Heat Flush is now kicking in order to keep that temperature under control. We'll probably actually be able to counteract my ERLR's lasers. Awesome, continuing its push on forward. And, ooh, that's 4 PPCs, 2 of which did manage to hit us. So 100 damage out of that one. Something we're going to have to keep very close eye on. Because that is a significant amount of hurt. We just gotta wait to see what's gonna happen. I'd like to kill them all and then get the bonus for it. Because we are making 500,000, even though we didn't ask for... Even though we didn't ask for full cash, we can still make a lot of money on it if we do things right. Okay, it looks like you're equipped with the mortars, which would be really odd to me. So what you gonna do? Catapult Mach 3's twin missile, twin energy. I don't think that's an arrow bolt. Although we may find out otherwise. And of course, our friendly little people are just providing long-range fire support instead of actually getting in there with their AC-20s and the like, which would be way more useful. You could be twin arrow. I have built a twin arrow catapult Mark III. It is entirely possible. So if you're willing to be ultra aggressive about how you mount things into it, so this could work. Although I'm willing to bet more he's got MML-20s. It's a juggy. Missed us both times. Missed us by 1%. Oh, we are the 1%. Temperature starting to skyrocket. Rackhammer will get the rack in shot. Oh, and it's going to be direct. Hi, buddy. Allow me to introduce you to my little friend. It shoots lots of times. 40%, but I'm sending 12 shots his way, and a lot of those seem to nail him.
Scored a critical hit.
Sounds like it. That awesome has got to be just a little terrible way. He's getting scattershotted pretty badly. As the lance separates to sort of handle each target. This one needs to die. The one to the north needs to be captured a little bit. I do need to start lobbing some Inferno shells over on towards the target to help out over here. Give us as much of an opportunity to steal that Juggernaut as possible. Large improved heavy lasers should be pretty nice to pick up. The Marauder, though, looks like it's carrying some pretty interesting gear. And they're direct laser fire now. So that is both fortunate and unfortunate. Death Crusade. Thanatos be brawling or Thanatos be fighting? The Hetzer is still moving. The heavy rocket carrier is pretty much done for. Let's knock out the heavy rocket carrier. But first things first, we're also going to lay down a target lock on the Juggernaut. Make people's lives a little bit easier. And then we're going to kill that rocket carrier. Cause it needs to die. Somehow we managed to hit it without killing it. Oh no, there we go. Crew compartment got crit. Or one of the many, well not many, but one of the vital target locations. You can basically just sit still. You're not really involved in the brawl. Although if I had Inferno Thumper rounds, oh that would be so cool. A little bit of movement going on. Couch, your catapult is well behind. Yeah, you're one more turn away from being able to actually support anybody. Integrated laser ammo to overload for any sort of point defense that we may need, which I suppose the Hetzer. And the Ostrak is on fire. He's guarding and entrenching because he wants to get that temperature under control. Arrives, he says. Here comes the Victor, although the Victor is really just looking impressive and not doing anything. It's not a Victor though, it's using the Centurion model. I'm trying to justify and explain that to me. I'm willing to bet there's some sort of lore in it because it's like a pirate Victor and he's like, oh, but he liked Centurion so much, or he's a Centurion pilot but he wanted to drive a Victor. Okay, a little bit more pressure on the Ostrak, which is good to see. Did we break something? Be lovely to hear. You're almost cooking, which is super useful to have. Oh, you rolled a 17. That is not ideal. Stalker, what do you say? Sensor lock on the Ostrak. Interesting. Can't hit him, but you got a sensor lock on him, so I'll give you that. Howl.
Ready for orders.
Howl at the moon? Howl at the awesome, if at all possible? It apparently is not at all possible. Well, you'll start continue to move towards supporting that.
Full throttle.
Your Gauss rifles are actually pretty good hole punchers, though, so if I manage to get a cook on the Ostrak, or not the Ostrak, but this dude over here, the Juggernaut, I might be able to get something done about it. I anticipate he's going to shoot me again. Nice. Oh. I may have
I'm under heavy fire.
underestimated. Oh, but your heat is critical, baby. That's what you get for trying to cook.
Orders.
Allow me to remind you that cooking should only be done well supervised. Come on. Oh, it's not a line of sight. Can I get the line of sight that I desire / require? Oh, without a doubt. So, multi-target. I want Juggy. I want you. Not gonna lie, that's pretty terrible. We're gonna see if he's actually open on anything. See if I can't cause any additional help. So Bravo is the standard. Inferno is going to Alpha, which is the Juggernaut.
Roger.
Let it rip. Whoosh. Plus 21 heat. We're getting there. He does have openings. Interesting. Mockingbird.
I'm here.
One of your guns managed to jam, which is quite unfortunate. The awesome has just been worn down. Although he's only taken 27 damage from our blasts,
Recording critical hit.
which is pretty impressive. Okay, you can move right over here.
Move order received.
The rack hammer is more than capable of handling him. It is going to be very close to see whether or not we can get that Juggernaut. I want those large improves. Those large improves heavy lasers are options for all. Also, the AP Gauss looks really fun. I wish they had Hydras. Hydras to support me.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, yeah, that hurt a lot. Your armor almost got blown open. Let's vigilance you. And get you moving. Because you do need to move. There's no getting around that. Unfortunately, I can't stay still. Would love to, don't get me wrong, but just wouldn't be conducive to a long living relationship. Trust me. Not Juggy, but in fact the Ostrock.
Taking the shot.
Not great luck, but we did manage to expose probably an arm. Let's be honest with ourselves. Alright, do you have a shot here? Catapult, Marauder. Awesome shot is bad, so we're going to set over to high explosive round. We're just going to lob it to him. This will help get our temperature bar under control. While at the same time, maybe killing the awesome. So, here our largest two off since we're not utilizing them. Going out. Ooh, love it. Love the amount of damage you're doing. Radical prototype double heatsink kit back on to normal temperatures.
Coordinates received.
And we step forward by like one stride. You're on fire. You're open torso. You've lost one of your defenses. Point defense kicking on in. Keeping the victor protected. Not that the victor's really doing anything. I gotta hope that I can see that Juggernaut next round, because otherwise we're just not gonna get a chance to torch it, and we need to torch it. So maybe when Jester... Oh no, I didn't. Probably should have set Jester up so that he could try and cook him. Just go full massive Inferno Barrage and let that hit. Okay, Marauder sifting on forward. And then fire to meet him. He's just been taking steady grind damage, and there goes the artillery. So he's probably taking a whole bunch of heat damage on top of that one. And more fire. That is Marauder. I'm sure... Oh! They missed a second barrage tank. They almost hit us. That would have been bad. I can see him.
Affirmative.
Hi, Jeggy. I'm gonna lay down an additional sensor lock on top of it.
I've got a sensor
Then again, I'm
lock.
gonna give myself a vigilance. And we need to switch over to Inferno. Oh. Inferno, you are on dead fire. Inferno. 48%, I'm lobbing 40 missiles, and I only gotta get this much.
Here we go.
Wish me luck. Got him. Juggy is now not fighting today.
Standing by.
And then the Marauder. Gotta see if we can't take his head off. Mwah. That's what I was looking for.
Tango down.
And that has made this all worthwhile. I'm in aside, of course, from Showboat being an absolute idiot. And I might even have a chance of killing the Ostrock. I mean, I'm in a little bit too close, but... Right there. Turret fire. Reset. What's my current? My current is nothing. Yeah, we'll take it. It's looking to be a lot better. Hiya, buddy. I've got everything just for you. I think I missed. I did miss, however, I did manage to blow up most of his entire right side.
Taking a critical hit.
I can just get a couple more people. Now, we're not going to be able to finish off the entire enemy company, unfortunately. That is looking like a impossibility. Unless we can get, like, incredibly lucky on these guys, which is possible, technically. But it's possible in that same way that it's like, you know, everything's edible. Fire. Wow, way to just absolutely disappoint me in all possible ways. I should swap them out for a triple pulse laser or something. Or a large laser. A single large laser. If I had a little bit more tonnage, I'd put in 2 ER large lasers, and that would be fun. That'd be an amount of firepower that we could work with. So I'm just surprised your accuracy was so garbage. It's gotta be the... I think it's nighttime right now. It's not really clear, so hard to plan for that. Yeah, Juggy lost his head. Ostrock is having a really bad day. The Hetzer's been mostly ignored. I mean, he's taken a little bit of damage, but nothing too serious. And the victor, striding into the battle. Not actually achieving anything, but he's there. And he wants you to know he's there. That way he can get some kind of bonus or credit for actually showing up. Alright, that's going to take a little counterfire, but that was expected. That's why I put my brawler up forward. It was going to be cool. The Ostrak is just cooking himself to death. Which, you know, a little bit amusing to me. I wonder if I could just get, like, perfect laying down. Awesome has switched sides. He's trying to avoid taking any more damage on that side. Because he's basically dead and he knows it. Doesn't have much armor at all. I may just lay a shell down on top of him. Or off to the side to see if I can't scatter into enough crits in order to wipe out his engine. Because if I can do that, I don't have to worry about an awesome. And it also appears to be a fairly modern and advanced awesome, too. Just given the way that he's been fighting back against me.
Aye, aye.
Did you see said awesome? The catapult, a marauder. You do see the awesome. Give me a sensor lock. Let's see if we can't tune him down. He's standing right next to the catapult, which helps as
Got a
well.
sensor lock.
Yeah, your armor actually is pretty good at the moment. Except for that side torso, but you did have 4 PPCs and a small laser. So a pretty interesting upgrade. He does not have a double heatsink kit, but he does have a Guardian ECM, which has probably been doing a lot of work to try and keep him alive. Small cockpit. You can't do that these days, man. It's just not a good idea. So, I am in direct fire range. Go shape charge. Let's make it hurt. Kill?
Reporting critical hit.
I heard him, but I didn't kill him. Oh, no, I did. Probably knocked out his engine. Alright, I can work with that. Shift over to the side. And temperature increases. So the awesome's down. I just have to knock out a marauder and a catapult in 1 round of shooting. Which is possible, just not really with the mechs I've got. Well, I can wipe out 1, but knocking out the marauder is going to be a bit rough. Even with an XL engine.
Standing by.
I doubt I'll be able to do it. Twin AC-5 Kaliyamas, a laser AMS, and a mortar 8. That is a fascinatingly overbuffed hunch. Holy shit, that's gotta die. That's gotta just die. How did I not? That's painful. That's just absolute pain.
Firing.
Okay, 2 hits. Did not as much damage as I was
My
hoping.
way.
Right. Guys, if that stalker gets in range to shoot somebody, life is gonna be just bad. Trust me. I've used these things before. They're not the sort of thing that you want to mess around with. Okay, Mockingbird's up.
Yes, Commander.
Mockingbird, can you see anybody? You can get a side angle shot on the...
Location confirmed.
Yeah, just the Marauder. Because your guns are currently cycling. And somehow he's only doing 27 damage. Holy crap. That is one heck of a defense. I should have just probably moved in to try and take on the other one instead. Good point defense, keeping us alive, not having to worry too much about their incoming fire. Mainly from that LRM Hetzer, which nobody cares about at this point. Just the fire will rage to become all-consuming. We've got 1 more round after this. So they're going to move and do... Ooh, the Ostrak is... Oh, never mind. I was about to say he was about to get shot by the actual weapons. But it was not to be. And single large laser. That's exactly what we needed. More missiles. They're not really having much effect, but then again, base turrets that are like the standard type when you're fighting with them generally don't. You could just absolutely die.
Move order received.
Hi. I think I have tandems? No. No, I don't. Alright, well in that case, give me dead fires. Yes. Let's just see if I can't pound through him.
I got you.
There we go, Ostrak is out.
Target down.
And Death Crusade can rush it on this one. Are you able to shoot from here? Actually, do you have just a shot from here? I mean, I don't really want to shoot his front armor, especially when he's like 30 health lower on the side angles. Yeah, we'll sprint for it. Unfortunately, I don't have my really powerful weapons. My
Got it.
my asset assurance will not be able to fire this round. SC direct.
Fire.
Oh, knocked him out with a mortar. So the temperature is high. We've got 2 more enemy units to knock out. And I've got, what, 5 mechs to do left with? We're on 24? Oh, 3 mechs to do with, I think. Howl. Howl. Also Jester.
Waiting for orders.
Nail the catapult. But if you could do me the favor of nailing the catapult from the side. That would be ideal. 81%.
Giving them everything I've got.
Oh, missed with that second one. That was kind of important to hit with. And we didn't. Do I throw everything away? I kind of don't want to. I mean, doing that would be just... It would be an absolute all-in on that one. Oh, missing her twin gal shovel strike when it's really important. That's all for you. Pull back. I'm not willing to risk everything. I'm just not. Oh, you're walking all over your own landmines. Yeah, there's your autocannons. But really, the thing that's truly dangerous is this catapulting back. The heavy MRMs are just too much for anybody to really rightfully want to try and take on. And I'm not going to get a direct line of sight. What you got? Catapult's been taking a pretty nasty couple of hits over to the side. As has to be fair, the other one, but I'm just going to lay a shell right on here. Make it high explosive. More damage out. And you're done. We're just cycling through everybody until we get to the last one. Here's the last move of the catapult. The catapult did nothing. It's a paradox. Is Paradox actually going to get a shot? From above, the wicked will receive their just rewards. Unfortunately, he managed to spread out the damage enough that it didn't matter. He even managed to get a headshot. But yeah, I have enough to kill the catapult, but not enough to kill the marauder as well. If our friends show up, just do all kinds of crazy damage to them, we might be able to do something. But I'm going to throw the rack hammer to the catapult, see if we can kill it. Because if I can, then we'll pick up a lot of risk here. The heavy MRMs are always nice. I wish you would actually hit something for once. Their large lasers would have actually been incredibly useful on this one. Unfortunately for us, it just didn't work out that way. They never really provided a sufficient amount of fire support to really be useful. Alright, Mockingbird, I think you're my last pilot. So let's get you on in range. With the catapult. Unless you literally can't find it. Seriously? No, the only line of sight that I can create to get that catapult is a bad angle. Well, alright then.
Alright, let's move.
Kill him. At least both of our guns are ready for this one. 6 and 6. Apparently we're doing 9... Oh no, we have 98 rounds. 45 damage. Hi, buddy. Oh. The ammunition explosion was protected. No. We weren't able to fully kill either of them. Oh, I was so hoping we'd get away with taking out everything. You are like just one round of missile barrage before death. Why would you target his right arm? His center torso is fully open. You absolute idiot. Why are you cold shotting the right arm? There we go. He's dead. Theoretically, there's a possibility if the large laser that shoots hits a headshot, it will kill him. That's the end, folks. A single catapult Mark III managed to escape the enemy forces. We lost the hatchet man because Showboat is a panicky idiot. And I will be checking her quirks to make sure that whether or not she actually has panic, which is really irritating. I may actually end up throwing a primitive cockpit on her to make sure she can't eject because that was so dumb. We managed to get an increase of 10, 20, 35, 60% increase in payment for knocking out the reinforcements, the cover the friendly lands, the all building survive bonus, and the pirate vanguard destruction, which brought us up to 671,000 despite our 213,000 payoff. We lost a guardian ECM and a spiked helmet, and that's it. And you'll notice this mech is almost untouched. I am just absolutely livid that she would bail from the mech. There's no reason to do that. There was no reason at all to get out of the mech. And yet she failed. Uselessly. We could have had everything. The awesome 9Q parts are all sitting there. Oh, it was an AS5 hat. That's cute. Do I actually... The Juggernaut. The Juggernaut is what we saved. So what is the Juggernaut? A 30s, 50s vintage Juggernaut. The JGR9T14 is a ground-up refit almost entirely of Glad technology. When it first appeared in the arena, the JGR9T14 was quickly renamed the Dreadnought as it tore through the opposition with its twin-improved heavy large lasers and experimental AP Gauss rifle batteries. Unfortunately, they bundled nothing. It's nice to know that we're really appreciated by our employers. What do you take, by the way? You have just built-in ammunition. That's amazing. I'm keeping that, and I'm keeping these. So these will probably go on a mech of mine. Long Tom artilleries, I don't really need them. I don't utilize them. Mine dispensers, mortars, rocket packs, thumper artillery. How many do I have? I used both of them. Active probe, whole bunch of battle computers. That's pretty interesting. Com suite, engines for days. 7 internal combustion engines. Clan XL. So Rekar will be having a field day with this. Whole bunch of targeting systems, a heavy gyro. Sensor tracker, upper hardened, long Tom ammo times 10. If we actually take that, we could use it immediately pretty much. Airburst ammo for mortars, kinetic kill, faint thermal bolt, thumper ammunition, which we have 2 rounds left. I think... How many swarm approved? I have 2 tons of swarm approved. I don't really need more than that. I'm very tempted to take the long Tom ammo just to have the long Tom ammo. But I'm probably gonna take the awesome parts to sell. Ooh, there's ferrolaminar. Negative 20% structure damage taken. Plus 20% structure points. Immune to through armor criticals. I gotta take that. We're picking up some clan tech off this one. We did get 2 parts from Animus. That's not great. We also got a Devil's Tongue, which does 66 damage and weighs 13 tons. Ooh, creepy. Plus or minus 66 damage. So it could do nothing, or it could do 132. Plus 1 accuracy, minus 1 evasion. As a jam chance is recoil times 6, mitigated by gun rate and recoil reduction. How much recoil does it have? A recoil of 6, of course. So, could do something about that. A couple of interesting battle computers. We did get the Gyro Heavy. We did not get the long Tom ammo, which is a little disappointing, not gonna lie. I was hoping for the random roll. Really, we didn't get much good out of the bonus stuff aside from the heavy gyro, but I don't really need a heavy gyro. So there is that. Repair times shouldn't be that long, even for the Axeman. The Axeman just didn't take much damage. It just doesn't have a head anymore. I keep putting my sensor systems in the head because I assume, hey, that'll keep it safe. But no, it doesn't work like that because the pilot keeps ejecting. I gotta come up with a reason why that's actually happening because it is a bit of a problem. Let's go see what else we got. I wish to know. Because I think I have some mech parts to sell. Oh, actually, no. I think I've been really not very aggressive about getting mech parts. 18 days, 280,000. Okay, so we've still made a pretty decent amount of cash off that one. So what are we currently looking at in terms of a breakdown for how long everything's going to take to get back onto the field? Manage my tasks. 6 days for that Marauder, but that Marauder is aces. It managed to get the entirety of the Juggernaut, even though we didn't need to in the end. I still liked it, though. 5 days on the Axeman. 4 days, 3 days, 3 days. Alright, so it goes 1 day, 3 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, Onager in 17 days, and the Emperor in 29. This repair ought to be done in like a 2-week period. We should be able to get another mission in before the end of the month, which is going to be important because obviously we are a little bit in the hole. And I need to make some money. Let's go see if the store has anything. I know we currently have no money in yet. We're going to check the store anyway because you never know. Oh, there's a mutt. There's several Frankies. Alright, no ballistics, no energy, diverse optics. Well, no good ones. Nothing useful there, nothing useful there. No. Absolutely not. Com suite, fire control. So it's all mechs today. And for that, you have all kinds of parts for Frankies, 45-ton of Frankies. a 100-ton Mackie part, which may have come from us. The Trooper part, which did come from us. The 9Q, which did come from us. The Ostrock, which came from us. And the Raptor, which came from someone else. So we actually filled in most of the mechs today. Huh, how lucky for us. Alrighty, so let's run the clock for a couple of days. Just so I can see Showboat and her stupidity. Come in with barracks. Showboat, what is your problem? What is your major malfunction?
Good to go.
You're 8s across the board and you bailed out like you were a bloody coward. And you're brave. Really. Increase panic resistance. I think not. Solaris Gladiator. What? How is this pilot such an idiot? She's bailed out of 2 of my hatchet men for no reason at all. Oh, I am livid. I am just absolutely unhappy with this. How long until that Axeman's done? 3 days. 3 bloody days on that Axeman. Stop. Back. Oh, the Black Knight I have to build too. The X-Pulse Black Knight, which I could use heavy larges on now. But I kind of don't want to. You lost me a spiked helmet and a Guardian ECM, sweet darling. What do you got to say for yourself? I may not be able to replace these. May put a torso with a cockpit on her. Can't eject from that, can you? I've got one. One spiked cockpit. Pilot, if you lose this on me, I'm just gonna probably throw you through a wall. Do I have any fire control systems that would be useful to what I'm trying to do? Torso mounted cockpit. No. So tempting. Don't even tempt me. It's 10% melee damage, which is good. Which is really good. It allows us to 400 something damage. Do I have... Oh no, I have melee hands, don't I? Quick check through that, make sure. Indirect missile, recoil, pirate. Com suite. Yeah, I don't have anything for melee combat. I have, yeah, hands melee. Which I can't put on there, obviously. Upper spiked? Hey, upper spiked. That like cruise thing. Do I have a lower spiked? Can I get this on here? I cannot. You have a Clan XL engine even, don't you? You have a Clan XL engine and you just constantly bail from it. I don't even know how to handle this woman. You're gonna get me killed. You get my people killed. Can't put any additional weapons on over there. The fact that it doesn't have hands is kind of weird because, you know, the Axeman has hands in the artwork. That's a lesser upper spiked. Right. Show me more boots. Yeah, we're good on that. Show me. I do need a ECM system. Show me a clan one if at all possible. Put in the center torso. Less likely to get blown up. Angel ECM is all I've got, really? Oh, I had a clan guardian in there. That's why things were good. I've got a whole bunch of clan guardians now. Warfare suite for 2 tons. No, 3 tons. Could take a quick sell for 2 tons. I can't get a good ACM system on you. I don't want to touch that. I don't want to reduce your ammunition at all. Because your ammunition for that has been very useful. I don't want to lose one of my medium lasers either. I can trim some armor in order to get enough weight just for this. This will increase our melee strike by another 20%, which, you know, pretty good. Also has automatic case actuators. That's pretty funny. I think someone once mentioned that, oh, you have spikes, and I'm fairly positive that spikes don't combine with spiked armor. But I might not have spikes. I have the second set of spiked armor, which is useful. That'll mean I'll have a backup in case everything goes completely the wrong way. Do I have a gyro axle? I do not. Get some patchwork materials in here. So that I can... Yes. Alright. That gives me 1 ton for electronic countermeasures. Which I need 2. That's not good. Oh, what you got? What you got? What you got? Got. Strength 2 ECM bubble. I suppose we'll take that. It would take a Guardian, but the Guardian's 1.5, and I don't have that. I'm not willing to trim anymore. So the ECM versus the Guardian ECM. This is a +1 strength from being hit with an active ECM. This is grants a 2 ECM field to everyone in range. Jammer checks by 2. Bubble is 210. Whereas the Guardian ECM is a +1 defense from being hit at all, grants a 3 ECM field and a 3 jammer. So we're losing some effectiveness here, and we're losing that +1 defense against being hit, which really sucks. We got to be on the lookout for a clan ECM, but we also need to sell some more our warfare suites because they're ridiculous. I think it's 2 days to get this thing back online. If you lose the patchwork material in this mech, I will beat the ever-living crap out of you. So don't lose it. Second time ejecting. That's just so dumb. But at least she's back. We'll have the mech back online soon as well. Once that happens, we can have a party. But in any event, folks, that's going to do it for today's episode. I have been Tirak. If you like what you're seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I upload these videos, press that little bell icon. Leave a comment. Make sure you join us for our streams on Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Fridays at 4 o'clock, so you can catch us live as we play through our various campaigns of MechWarrior 5 and RogueTech. And I will see you all in the next episode.